All right, Shalom. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Bashim Chakodash, the bonds, the apostles, and elders, that great millstone who will. Peace and blessing salutation to the elect. Let's pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth, doing it through sincerity. Uh, Here's a video from an article basically, I looked it up because I was wondering, with all these jobs getting furloughed and matter of fact, not even coming back. Um, I wanted to look up how the trucking industry was doing, and the trucking industry is a very lucrative industry here, worldwide, basically. Every time you hop on the freeway and the highway, whatever state you live in, you're gonna see trucks. You're gonna see 18 wheelers. You're gonna see a different variety of trucks carrying different items. And I wanted to, and they're delivering to these different establishments, supermarkets, farms, this, that, and the third. Uh, I can read you some of this article and get a couple scriptures. Ain't gonna be long. It says business slows for local trucking companies during COVID-19 pandemic. April 8th. This is from a news website. It says the owner of a Northland Freight shipping and trucking company says the local trucking industry is not busy busy as people might think, saying his business has been hurting during the pandemic and is worried about how this may affect in the future. Jerome Matson operates Matson Truck in Carlton. He has been in the trucking business since he was 18 and launched his business in 2017. And there's one thing I noticed is um, these different individuals who truck, they own their own companies. They own their own truck companies, and I don't have that much information on how you can do it, but it seems to be very popular, And I'm gonna keep going. It says it says he has enjoyed being a part of the industry, but said his business has been affected drastically during the COVID-19 pandemic for small companies I I have hit it hurt us bad. We can't go anywhere with a reasonable rate, and we go when we get to where we want to go, there's no loads to come back. So yeah, man, there ain't no loads, ain't no loads to pick up, man. Where we going? It's because for one, they don't have the manpower to do to prep the orders and the different uh, for the merchandise for the product, and they don't have any to ship out because there's no demand. There's no demand for it. I'm gonna get in this scripture here. So pretty much everything is being affected at somewhat type of level. Ezekiel 25, 28 and 5. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is filled up because of thy riches. So Esau knows how to move shit. Esau knows, the so-called white man knows how to get his things that he needs, his money to where they need to go. You know what I'm saying? So, so it can be in various ways, and trucking, mostly trucking, man. Amazon, all right, eBay, all these different things, all these FedEx, all these shipping companies, all right, constantly, 24 hours around the clock. You need something tomorrow, you can get shipped get it shipped by Amazon quick. Standard express order through the mail, and by his traffic, he's gotten rich, man. You know, I'm not a trucker, I don't do that, but those brothers who do, they're often working in different states, and they have loads they have to drop off. They have the loads um they have to pick up and do the same process over and over again. And some can't work right now, some can. It says Matson says they have had hard hard time delivering and picking up loads to the businesses closing earlier. Oh shit, that's a thing too. These businesses closing or being closed during the safer at home order, stay at home order, or he says his business operation has dropped by 90% and doesn't know how much longer he can keep it going. A lot of places we think we used to be able to park in their lots. They don't want us. Damn, they don't want to allow you to do that anymore. At truck stops, when you go to most of them, they don't even have showers or can find a place to get a hot meal. So damn, it's getting deep. Um, so their daily routine, their daily habits, uh, way of standard of living basically has been there has been a ratchet through in his in his order basically in their day to day. This is Isaiah 10:1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievances which they have prescribed. Uh, it says to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. So the poor is us Israel. The meek is us Israel. The lowly is Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And I want to bring that up because they take money. They take they take from us, man. You know, they take from us in so many ways. Here it is. We basically had to come up here and chattel slavery in America, in the North Americas. You know, and still to this day we haven't got the what you would call quote unquote reparations for our labor, for our a recompense for our labor. So basically, we got sold a bill of goods, and it ended up being some damn dust and some rocks instead of some silver. And so they're stealing from us. They're thieves. They steal people, and they steal gold, silver, all of that. And now they're running their dirty ass around America with uh, these different programs, these factories where they operating, shipping out all kinds of shit, merchandise and shit, you know, and act like he ain't got no judgment coming for him, man. You know, and but we see in it now that Esau's kingdom is going down. Just we're getting a glimpse of it through this coronavirus, COVID-19. Jake's suffering too, but Esau is too. This Ecclesiasticus Apocrypha 10 and 30. The poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. So Esau is honored for his riches because he has the whole world in his hands right now. He can make anything shake at any time, He has the power. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? He that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty? So even though Esau's honorable in his riches right now, actually he is dishonorable in his riches. He's going to be dishonorable in his poverty. You see, once we get into our riches, we're gonna be righteous in our glory. We're gonna be honorable in our glory in our riches. What's that riches? The kingdom of heaven. And plus, these 18 wheelers, man, give off so damn uh, toxic pollutants, chemicals. These cars, period. That helps out to the ecosystem, to work the air that we breathe. So we're gonna have a way much better um, way of moving things, and you heathens are going to do the blunt of the work. You heathens are going to be, if we have shipments we need to get out or whatever, things built, okay, the hard things where we have to lift our hands and move our feet, You heathens, you devils are going to do it. Thus said the scriptures. This is Zephaniah 1 and 11. How ye inhabitants of Mashtech, for all that people, the merchant people are caught. Let me read that again. Zephaniah 1 and 11. How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down. And Mashtech really just goes into a valley or a deep valley in North America. Yeah, really, Babylon, America, is a valley type um, environment, uh, a valley type, palatial type land. You have deep valleys, hills, steep roads, mountains, peaks. Especially in the Midwest. Well, Midwest is kind of flat, but going outside towards the Midwest, the outer parts of the Midwest, it's a valley, and that's how they travel. They got these sprinter vans, damn Amazon sprinter vans, okay, different type of cars, different type of vans, all carrying merchandise. By his traffic, by his traffic, he's got his riches, man. The damn automobile, you know. Let me get another scripture. Luke 2 and 11. For unto you is born. Let me see. Is that what I wanted? Nah, that ain't what I wanted. Okay, I think I got one more in Revelation 18. Let me see if there's any more in this article. Oops. Hate that I gotta do that shit. See if there's any more in this article. Yeah, because people are losing their jobs and they don't know when they can be able to work again. Let's see what state is this in. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. So they can't sleep in parking lots like they used to. Get cold milk, get hot meals, get cold hot meals, hot showers. You know, because that's the last thing you think trucking would be affected. Madison says rates continue to drop and it becomes a challenge every day to find loads they can haul. This morning I looked on one of the load boards coming out of Duluth. There is normally a couple hundred loads on there. And there was one when I checked in a half hour after it increased by 11. Madison hopes things can turn around soon. In the meantime, he's been able to do some needing maintenance work to his truck. He encouraged folks to support small and local trucking businesses. We ain't trying to support nothing we don't want to. Keep telling us support this, support that. This is America, man. We want this bitch to fall. What the hell we supporting for? This is the land of our captivity, man. Somebody had told me that he could support local businesses. It says, like his bond, considering doing projects where their services may be needed to haul heavy equipment. You got time to do your remodeling. Now is a good time that keeps us running for what we do and keeps the other places busy too. You know, and I believe Revelation 18 goes into a little bit into that. Let me just find the exact verse I want to start. Okay, okay, okay. Revelation 18, and I'm gonna start at 10. standing afar off for the fear of her torments, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. And that's pretty much it. That's the point right there. These other nations who bought into the whole system, into the whole democracy type of living, they pretty much are feeling the effects of the coronavirus as well. You see, and we know here in America, nothing is made for the most part. It's manufacturing, and things that are being bought has been shut down temporarily for factories. These automobile factories, if they're receiving automobiles, they have to find lots to put the cars in. Because really no, well, cars are still being bought, but uh, the shipping, not as much. So the shipping that's coming uh, is overcrowding the lot, so they're parking it in various places, and so the merchants, man, are weeping. And how much more when the day of the Lord comes? It's gonna be heavy, heavy weeping, because there ain't gonna be nothing going, nothing. It says the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all fine wood and all manner of vessels, ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men, excuse me, and the first that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things that were dainty and ungodly are departed from thee. Oh, Salakia, I'm saying dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. That's talking about your different miscellaneous goods, your entertainment things, your entertainment devices, your clothings, different little trinkets, um, anything that's basically not essential. Those are the things uh, that you're not going to be accessible to like you would normally. It's going to depart from you. You're not going to be able to have it. So you're so accustomed to having it and getting it certain time, it working for so long, and then getting something else if it breaks, or clothing gets distorted, it's going to depart from you. If those are the things that you uh find dear to you, instead of how the Lord tells you to just live day by day. And that's the people of this world. They fucking care about designer clothes and things that really are like ethos is essential. I'm saying one verse in my okay. One verse in my verse 15. The merchants of these things were made rich by her. Shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. And alas, alas, the great city that was clothed in fine linen, and purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones, and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. And every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city like unto this great day, or this great city? What like unto this great city? So that's deep, man. All right. Verse 19, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, alas, alas, the day that great city where were made rich all that had ships and sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour she made desolate. So everything built, because the scripture says, I will build, but I will tear down. Although they build, I will tear down. So uh, even though they're building, even though they're building and they're tearing down, they're building the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to tear them down, man. Okay, you see all this goddamn construction going on. You know, you see this construction going on. You see everywhere it's construction. Even on the highways, there's construction. Okay, so they're building like they're inward. I'm gonna get it. See if I can get it. Their inward parts. Behold the desire of the truth. Okay, I'm gonna look for their inward thought. Oh, inward thoughts. Inward thoughts. Inward thoughts. Inward. Damn. Wish I knew this by heart. Inward. Is it inward thoughts? Damn. Inward, inward thoughts. I think. Damn. Sloppy. I can't. Inward thoughts. Okay, guys. Psalms 94, 11. Psalm 94, 11. Or 49, 11. Sloppy. Psalm 49, 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations, that they call their lands after their own names. So here in America, Africa, North and whatever America, all right. Uh, lucky. Uh, these places, um, okay, Esau calls after. They're only building because they think this place is gonna last, and that's the pride. And I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Makakadash, divine apostles and elders, that great most time who well. Peace and blessings, salutations to the elect. He's pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth, doing interest, sincerity. Shalom.